Yo, how you doing? I hope you're well. Before we start, just check the tape. Check the tape. Yo. Like, gotta stay secure, innit? Gotta stay secure. I need to get myself like a proper like mic stand because like I don't know. This has served me well so far, but it's struggling. Struggling. Anywho, let's get into like the topic of the day. Toxic positivity, because look, like toxic positivity is a thing, like anything that you have sort of too much of can become toxic, I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know if that's actually true, but too much of anything is a bad thing, right? You can drown yourself in water and you also need it to survive. It's all about balance, isn't it? So toxic positivity. So I've started doing these videos and it's literally been a year since I started meditating and looking into Buddhism and changing my ways of thinking. And not just Buddhism, like Buddhism was just like a gateway to, let's say, a new way of thinking, like spirituality and all of this kind of stuff. Like, just take it all in. Like, I don't really care like where it comes from. If it serves me, then I'm gonna use it. If I can find something that is useful in any teachings, then I'm gonna use it and apply it to my life. So it's been a year. Like, it's literally been a year to this month. I don't know exactly what day it was, but it's been a year, and it's been a life-changing year. Like, simply put, it's been a life-changing year. And I wanted to just address things about toxic positivity because, like I say, I'm doing these videos now, and the last thing that I want anybody to think or to like try and take away from anything that I say is that, oh, you should be positive all the time. Like, and I think that's, a lot of people are already wise to that and say, like, obviously we'll know that that's not the case. But I think when you're down, like, or when you're anxious, or when you're, having a lot of quote unquote negative thoughts, like, let's say, disempowering thoughts. Let's put it that way, because it's important to define positive and negative. I think like it's not as black and white as like what we tend to think it is. Like, or at least that's what I've learned anyway through my journey is if I'm defining something as positive or negative, like, I need to dig deeper into that, because something that may be quote unquote not like normally negative, like, you can see it in a positive light. Like, it's very subjective. So I'm gonna say, like, if people are in like a disempowered state a lot of the time, so thoughts that are crippling them, like depression, like anxiety, a lot of the time that you just want to feel better again, like you just want to feel good, like you just want to feel empowered, and being able to live your life and with ease, like effortless living. Like, to me, like, that's my goal, like, more than anything, is that flow state. Like, for me, like, being in flow is so much better than trying to be positive, like, but anyway, let's get back to the topic. So anyway, toxic positivity. So like I say, like, last thing I want anybody to think, like, from any of these videos, is that if you're feeling down, then you should feel better. Like, you should feel good, and the whole like good vibes only and all of this kind of stuff, like, it's detrimental. Like, it's unrealistic. And I think one of the if you ever watch Sadhguru, he says something along the lines of, like, if you try and be happy all the time, like, try and smile all the time. Like, see how long you can smile for. Like, it's gonna ache. Like, your face is gonna hurt. Like you can't do it all the time. And for me, I think toxic positivity, like if you trying to be positive all the time, it takes away from what I would class like the rich tapestry of life. Like all of the emotions, like yo, like there's beauty in anger, there's beauty in depression, there's beauty in anxiety, there's beauty in um beauty in joy, beauty in excitement, there's beauty in it all. Like I think a lot of the time, but we don't stop to see it, you know like we don't just like stop to enjoy and accept and appreciate where we are right now. So a lot of the ways, like when I've learned to kind of like detach from emotions and not get so sucked into it, and really think that I am that emotion, or I am that feeling, or I am that thought, like creating that distance. It's a beautiful thing. Like it's a beautiful thing to then witness the emotion and witness the feeling and learn from it and grow from it, and I mean that like in the truest sense, like to actually look at what it's teaching, like what are the lessons to be learned from this. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So how I kind of like view emotions now is almost like the seasons, like they come and they go and they're cyclic. Like they come around, you spring follows winter, and then comes the summer, and then comes the autumn, the fall, and then comes winter again. And it's beautiful, like it's genuinely beautiful to go through all of the different seasons. And we do it year after year after year after year. Like it happens. And to wish away the season that you're currently in is to wish away life. Like there's times in winter where sad comes in, the essay, like the seasonal depression. I can't remember exactly like what the SAD stands for, but yeah, like seasonal depression, when obviously like the sun goes down, we don't get as much daylight throughout the day, so we're not getting as much vitamin D, and all of that kind of stuff. Like it's easy in that moment to wish away like the rest of the season. It's easy to go, I just can't wait for it to be spring, I just can't wait for it to be summer, right? But I was thinking about yo, remember Game of Thrones? Like obviously it's such like a big thing, but like that whole kind of like the winter is coming, and the battles and all of this, like everything like epic happened in the winter. And I just like so much art, like there's so much art that comes from you know the rain and the snow and the cold and the frost, and like the harshness of winter, the battle, the getting through it. Like like that's beautiful. Like that's genuinely like beautiful. And then when you know the sun comes and the seasons turn, the tides change, and then you appreciate it all so much more. Like there's a difference from sunny days, like the first few days of like summer when it starts getting warmer again. Like there's a difference in those few days, and towards like the middle and the end of summer, like obviously like in Britain we only get about 2 weeks anyway, so it's like the first 2 days, like the 10 days in between, and then like the last however many days, 2 days at the end. And Yeah, like there's a difference. So like when the temperature starts like really rising again, like it's like, oh, I've been waiting for this. And then what happens, like, as we all say, oh, it's too hot. It's too hot now. Like, nah, I can't be doing it. I can't wait for it to get cooler. Like, all of this. So, like, there's things to take from each one, and just wishing away the the battle, like just wishing away that, yo, going like that's losing a big chunk of life. Do you know what I mean? That's losing a big chunk of the the ability to go through it, and to battle it, and to come out the other side victorious, and then to look back and go, yo, that was such a like intense time. Like it felt so intense when I was in there, but yo, I'm here. Like, yo, it's big to do that. And I think going back, like start off about toxic positivity, like going back, just wishing that everything's positive all the time, or everything's good vibes only, and all of that like it doesn't work. Like we all know it doesn't work. But yeah, like I just want to say, find beauty in the struggle, because there is beauty in the struggle. And on that note as well, I don't know if this is for this video, but on that note, so much art, right, comes from dark, right? In it, like so much art comes from dark. Like a lot of the things that we're sort of drawn to, like a lot of music, a lot of films, TV shows, all this kind of stuff. Like look at Squid Game, right? Look at Squid Game. I know there's kind of like funny bits in it, but that's such a dark tale. Like that's such a dark thing. People fighting for their lives. Like, and I know like we can go into like class and all of that kind of stuff, but a lot of us are drawn, to the darkness because there's beauty to be found there. There's a sense of getting through it, right? Squid Game would be a completely different show if everybody just died. Like literally everybody died. We just sat there and just watched them all die. That'd be a bit, I don't know. And the rich come out just clapping and just like, yeah, whatever. Like, thank God we're all gone. Can't wait to do it again. Let's kill them all again. Like the fact that there was a winner, the fact that there's someone who comes through the other side of it. I think deep down, like that's what we all connect to. Like we watch these types of things for it takes our conscious to the dark sides of life, whilst kind of being in the safe zones that we're in. And yeah, we all kind of pick up and want to see someone make it through. And I don't know whether that's our own selves talking back to us saying, they did it, you can do it. Like, yeah, there's beauty in the darkness, there's beauty in the struggle. And I like say, like, for me now, like when I can feel myself like in the struggle, like now it's a different vibe. Like I can be like in the struggle and it not be a struggle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like, and sometimes it's a struggle still. Like don't get me wrong, like without a shadow of a doubt, sometimes the struggle is the struggle, sometimes the struggle is the grind. It is what it is. But how you view it, how you view the struggle can make a massive difference. Like if you look to find beauty in the struggle, then you'll find beauty. If you look to find sadness, loss of hope, too much, overbearing, then that's what you'll find. That's what it will reflect back to you. But yeah, like there's beauty in the struggle. There's beauty in all of that. In the winter, which then it makes you appreciate the summer and the spring. And yeah, like, I don't know. If you're going through the struggle, if you're going through the down phase now, like, for me, I see it as, like, I go through down phases and up phases. So, like, low energy, high energy, low energy, high energy, retracting and pushing. So in the Alex Huberman podcast, if you ever watch that, he talks about like the push-pull of the brain, and of emotions. So like some emotions, so this is what I mean about judging things as like being negative or positive. Like if you redefine or just define like what we mean by positive or negative, like a lot of people would say like negative is retracting. It's the pull away from life. It's it's the pull away from being in the game, or I don't know, like just being out there, like just being in the game of life. Like you're pulling away, right? And the push would be the positive emotions. So go do this, like we're gonna go do that, like the confidence for all of this, like, and it's a game. It's it's a game. It's yeah, like I don't know. I like to view life as a bit of a game. It just makes it, I don't know, seem worth playing. Like, but no, like the push pull is. I don't even know, like, I didn't even watch that. I just watched it. I watched a different one where he said push pull in it, and I was like, oh, I'll go back and watch that episode where he actually explained it. I didn't. But I just thought it was a good analogy either way. But yeah, push pull in it. Like, it's push pull. It's push pull. It's winter, spring, summer, fall, autumn, whatever. It's all of those. That's what we've got, the rich tapestry of life. So yeah, if you're in a pull phase, like, be in it, be in it, accept it. And then if you want to go to a push phase, like, there's always steps, there's always things that you can do to get out of there. Yeah, if you're going through the winter, you're going through the battle, like, enjoy it. Like, and that sounds so counterintuitive of kind of like everything that we're taught, but I say everything we're taught. I don't know if it's society. I don't know what it is, but it's rare that anybody says that, oh, if you're feeling down, enjoy it. Like, see the beauty in it. Like, see the lessons to be learned. Look forward to coming out the other side. Like, you're in the winter, but the spring is coming, and the winter is gonna make you enjoy the spring even more. And like, it's, for me, I would say this past year with meditation and spirituality and learning all these different things, like, that's the kind of place that I've come to from it, like, and like I say, I'll talk about different things that I meditate on, and kind of like different practices and things like that. But yeah, like, it does change your mindset so much. And I don't know, for me, it's given me like a whole new perspective on life. And I just want to share that perspective to other people. And like I say, take what serves you, take what's useful, right? Leave to the side anything that doesn't. That's what I tend to do with pretty much like all media that I tend to consume, or like people that are watching and everything like that. I'm not looking to make a judgment to say like, oh, this is good, this is bad, or whatever. Like, I'm looking at like, okay, what can I use, what can I not use? Or I'm not looking to say like, oh, that's right, that's wrong. Like, I'm just looking at, what can I use from this, and what I don't need, what you know what doesn't serve me, I'm gonna leave to the side. And yeah, that tends to work pretty well. So yeah, toxic positivity, yeah, don't work, does it? But I hope you can take something from that, from what I've said. Like, I just genuinely, like, I hope you can sort of cherry pick something out of there that you go, do you know what, yeah, I might not have thought of it like that, or that's a good reminder, or anything like that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, like, share it. It's all good. Sharing's caring. And I care about everyone, I care about you all. Like, yeah, I'll go into that in a different video, but yeah, hope you're all good. Peace.